Today I am doing a cleaning collaboration with Ester Frias. Hello friends, I'm going to be doing a kitchen cleanup today. I do not know how this happened. I don't know how my kitchen got to be such an incredible disaster area, but it is one. I feel fairly certain that just 24 hours ago it was not this much of a mess. I mean, I'm sure it wasn't great, but I'm sure it didn't look like this. As you can see, I have got my work cut out for me, so I am going to time-lapse this cleanup, and I hope you enjoy it. Typically when things are this messy, it causes me to feel overwhelmed, so I will pick one area, which right now it'll be the dishes. We're gonna get those loaded, and that way if I just choose an area and I stick to it till I get it clean, then I feel like I'm accomplishing something. If I look at it as a whole, it causes me to really be overwhelmed, and I would prefer to just walk out of the room and not deal with it. So let's get started on these dishes. Esther is a friend that I've made here on YouTube, and if you've never seen her channel, you should definitely go check it out. She is an awesome and wonderful person, and she totally encourages me to clean. I will put her link in the description box below. Okay, phase one is done. This kitchen counter, the island, is clean. I haven't cleaned the countertops, but I'll do that all together at the same time at the end. So now we're going to go on to phase two, which is going to be that countertop over there. Phase two is in pretty good shape. The stove and microwave I will wipe off when we do the counters. And now we are on to phase three, which is a train rack. Hey everybody, phase three is done. So I wanted to just step in and say, now we're on to phase four, which is we're gonna wipe down the counters, we're gonna clean the microwave. It's not too messy. That's one thing I do try to keep up with. I'm bad about letting other things slide. We are not shooting for perfection here today. I'm gonna start this area by cleaning out my sink with some soft soap. I got this lemon scented soft soap, and I really like it. I hadn't bought soft soap in like 20 years, and then it was on sale. It came with these cute little scrubby things, so I was like, all right, I'll try it, and I love the smell of it. It's lemon, and I love it, and these little scrubby things, you know, they have smiley faces on them, and so I know it sounds silly, but it helps me feel better about cleaning. Again, I know that sounds silly, but for me, since there's so many things, other things that I'd rather be doing with my time in cleaning, to have anything that helps me feel happier about it is, it's a special treat. I always like to clean my soap dispenser because it always ends up with so much soap on top of it. So I rinse that like every day, actually. Pretty good about that, because it annoys me if I don't. So I'm going to spray the counters with this granite and stone cleaner, and I do not use this particular cleaner every time that I clean my counters, but I do use it frequently. Sometimes I just use an all-purpose cleaner. Usually I use something all natural, but then when we got into our current situation, I bumped that up to something a little stronger. That spray also has a granite and stone polish, so I'm gonna use that now. Again, this is not something I use every time I clean my counters. Probably about once a week I use it. All right, friends, area number 1 is done. Now we're gonna cruise on over to area number 2. So we'll just hit that area over there along with the microwave. That counter looks pretty good. Now we are moving on over to the microwave and stovetop. I think what I'm gonna do here is remove this and I'll clean this in the sink. So I think I forgot to film that I cleaned the inside of the microwave, but I did. So that's nice and clean. I took this out, I washed it in the sink, and then sprayed and wiped everything else out. Now I'll do the glass on the outside. Alright, so it's been a while since I properly cleaned my stovetop. So I am going to use this cooktop cleaner and give it a little shake. I think it separates a little bit. And I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of that on. And let's take a quick look at it. It says, shake well, apply to the cooktop, rub with a dry paper towel. Okay, let me grab one of those. I was lucky enough to find, some paper towels at the store the other day. I feel very fortunate for that. There's a few spots on my stove, so I think that's what this is for. It says grease remover. I don't really use grease, but it's obviously something that is stuck on. So let's give that a try. Just gonna put it directly on those spots. That's probably more than enough, I have no idea. Okay, so it says it can sit for up to 30 minutes, but I would really just like to get this done. So I am gonna pick an area, one of the spots, and see if I can get this clean. Okay, friends, I think we are going to go for the sealer now. It says liberally apply the sealer. So that's what we'll do. Oh, wow, that was very liberal. I hope you guys saw that. And sealed up my countertop too. Maybe I've done it too liberally. I don't know. All right, now friends, I'm going to work on this section over here. Now, this section is the coffee making section, and obviously the blender is there and all kinds of stuff. So, it is a very well used area. And one thing that drives me crazy is that I actually like to have only my pretty cups in this cabinet. And I'm so grateful for the help that I get with doing the dishes. But it bugs me when I have, it bugs me when the wrong cups are in there. So anyway, I know that's probably not something that I should be worried about or thinking about, but you know, since it's glass, I like for it to look nice since people can see in there. So I'm going to reorganize that real quick, and then we'll clean the counters. If I don't break everything first. But anyway, that makes me feel slightly better. Oh, here's a nice little yellow one that matches the Charlie Brown. So that makes me feel better. This countertop has some crumbs on it, so I'm just going to bring the trash can over and scoop them right in there. Now it's time to spray and wipe that counter. Again, this is not a deep clean. If it was, I would be removing everything from the countertops. There's pepper hiding back there, look at that. All right, friends, here she is, so much better. Again, I wasn't shooting for perfection, but I did want clean. And though it wasn't a deep clean, it still was a really good clean. I hit some areas that I don't always hit, like the microwave here. I hit that about once a week. And so it was good to get to that tonight. And I was able to scrub my sink and get my countertop cleaned off. This countertop can be quite a challenge sometimes because, my son uses it as his personal space. So, that can be pretty tough. So I'm pretty happy with how it looks at the moment. I'm really glad that I did this collaboration with Ester Frias. I really enjoy her videos, and I watch every single one of them, and I watch them in full because she really does encourage me to clean. She always does such a fantastic job, and she truly does encourage me to clean more, which, is good and it's necessary. And yes, I would rather be crafting and creating things, but I have to keep up with my home too. Thanks for watching. See you soon.